Hey, Bridget, where are you going?
I'm gonna go hang out with all of my friends. I'm Bridget and I'm here with all of my friend Frankie.
Hey guys,
Hi guys.
how's your week been?
It's been good. I've been listening like kind of nonstop to Lena Dunham's new book as an audiobook. Did
So
you
have
start?
I.
Okay, good.
Yes.
What a coincidence. Just kidding. I told Frankie to start listening to that.
What do you
It's,
think?
I mean, to be honest, I never read her first book, I don't think. But I
What
like
was her first book?
the one that she got, she kind of talks about it a little bit in this new book. That's the part I'm up to right now, but she kind of got in a lot of trouble for it, or like people were really critical about it because she talks about like something that was like when she and her sibling were really little, and it was like, I think probably like innocent curiosity and like child exploration or whatever. But like there's something with a happened in a bath. She doesn't go into what it is, so I don't really remember what it was. I should look it up.
Yeah, actually, I do. I see like the comments and anything that's Lena Dunham. Someone's always in the comments being like, "Did we forget about the
Right.
bath
Yeah, it's
incidents?"
all about that.
Yeah, right.
Have you gone to that part of the book yet?
No, I'm only up to her like filming the pilot pretty much. And sh how she's only 24 years old when she is filming Girls. She
Oh,
wrote,
23 when she got it. I was
yeah.
so jealous, seething.
Oh.
I was like, no. I mean, I think in some ways she's like truly so talented in like and just like so raw and honest and like willing to put herself out there in a way that certainly deserves the opportunities that she got, but also then hearing the parts where she's like, so then my mom reached out to her one contact in Hollywood, and he just so happened to have founded one of the biggest talent agencies. Okay. So once again,
Yeah.
it's like you still need something to get your foot in the door, like all of these stories, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. And like how she found accommodation in LA, free accommodation in LA and
Yes.
stuff by
And
like
just
her
like,
dad's
yeah,
contact. And like
growing up
it's
with
just like little
contacts, growing
things
up,
like
even just
that.
like growing up with parents in the arts, to even know that it's an option to pursue something in the arts.
Yeah.
Like, my parents, I feel like they always let me take like acting classes and whatever. I was on a children's improv group when I was 7. So they always like let me, you know, pursue those things, but I don't think I knew it was a career option until like, I don't know, sometime in college, I guess.
Yeah, right. That's wild.
Like I don't know what I thought I was gonna do, but I think I thought I had to be on the more like business side of it, and then quickly realized that I actually am really not capable of that. Like because I had a lot of internships and I burned out so fast and I was miserable. And they were at places like Comedy Central. So like I was
Whoa, what were you
at the
doing
places
then?
that, oh
What was
my
your
God,
job?
Frankie, I was literally, I think my boss was like a little bit OCD. He would have me do things like change the color of yellow in his calendar because he didn't like the shade of yellow that was used for like one of the events. So I would
No.
go through the whole calendar and just change the shade of yellow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then I was getting to do more creative stuff. Like I was fully pretty much producing this one radio show that they had while they were like looking for a real full-time producer. Of course, getting paid as an intern. And I mean, it was like in the Comedy Central Records department, which was for like their stand-up albums. And I would have rather been in the like TV development. But, I took what I could get, and that's what there was a job for, and I applied for and got. So I was like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take it. But it was just a lot of office type work that I was not good at. And then I looked at my boss's job and I looked at my boss's job and I was like, I don't want to do those jobs either. So what am I doing here?
Totally.
Like I'm so much more comfortable when I was a writer's assistant, like that, loved that. Like I'm happy to
Yeah.
pay my dues and work my way up from the bottom as long as it's in the right, department
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, cut all that boring shit.
No, that's interesting. I feel like I want to hear stories about all of your like your internships
Oh,
and stuff.
one time I
It's
interned at a comedy
funny.
club when I was like 19 or 20, and male comics are so disgusting. I won't name who, but a pretty prominent, like, middle-aged male comedian who was performing at the show I was working on as an intern, afterwards was like, I'd love to pick your brain and find out like if we have anything in common, you know, as like someone in my 40s and you're what, like 19, 20, like would love to know what we have in common. I was like, okay, like ask me whatever you want. This is at the bar next door that I'm illegally at, by the way, as part of my job. So he's like, well, not here. Like, why don't we head down to Comedy Cellar? Like, I have some friends on right now and we can just like hang out in the green room and I'll ask you stuff there. I was like, okay, because I was naive and I was like, yeah, I want to go like hang out in the green room at a really cool comedy club.
He just
Totally.
wants to get to know me. He just
Yeah.
wants.
So went there with him pretty
Oh my
quickly. Like
God.
we then leave because I don't know why, but he's like, let's go to the Black Cat, which is around the corner. Or what's that? Black Jazz, whatever, on McDougal. And as we're sitting there, he is like asking me about comedy stuff. And then he starts asking me about like my dating life. And then he like puts his hand on my thigh. And then I'm not kidding. I wasn't even out yet, but I was like, you know, I was in college figuring it out, but I was like, definitely didn't know what I was at that point, but I just went, oh, I'm a lesbian. And I like left. And then he showed up the next week. And during his set, he shouted out his fiance who was there in the audience.
Oh my
Yeah, meanwhile, like when
God.
he's putting his hand on my thigh, he's like, I would love to take you out to dinner on a date, like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's when I was like, I'm a lesbian. Bye. No
That
lies
is
were told on my end.
crazy.
Yeah. I just didn't know it yet.
Imagine if you tell people that that's your coming out story.
I was shoved out of the closet trying to avoid a date.
Oh my God, far out. That's disgusting, honestly. Men are so gross. I feel like that's like why I have trust issues, is because like I've obviously like been pretty quite beautiful like growing up.
Please, listeners, stay. We don't want to lose you here.
Like
She's
not
gonna say
anymore,
something
guys. I'm not as
self-deprecating any second.
but like the looks that you get from married men and the advances that you get from people in relationships makes you lose trust in men, like all men.
Absolutely.
Like it's
Seeing
like
men
in
have a wandering eye, biggest ick.
yes, biggest ick. And like my boyfriend's like, why do you like distrust men so much? And it's like because of my
For good
experience. It's
reason,
like
because of their
it's
actions.
constant. Yeah,
What?
I know. Oh
I
my
hate that when
God.
it's like, oh, like you're so insecure, like blah blah. It's like, yes, because you have proven over and over that I can't trust you. You have done things that I have explicitly asked you not to do. So, am I insecure or am I just dreading the inevitable?
Exactly.
I mean, I will say I think you're dating a pretty decent guy.
Yeah, no, I am. I know. And I say to Josh, like, if we ever break up, like, this is it. Like, you are the only good guy out there. And he promises me that there are, there are
So what,
good
you're like,
guys
if we
out
ever
there.
break up, I'm just done dating.
Yeah, I'll be alone for the rest of my life. Which, like, doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah.
Sounds quite peaceful.
But anyway, Lena Dunham's book
Anyway, yeah.
is, it's fun to listen to. Like, it's weird because her relationship with Adam kind of sounds like it was a little bit similar, not on the show, like to what their relationship was on the show.
I have heard that. Like, was he
Kind of
method
makes
acting
sense.
or
Like,
not?
who knows? I think like, yes, there's acting, but also like within your own range. And he clearly has that in him, how he acted. Like
Interesting.
I think he's a little bit of a freak.
And that's okay.
Yeah, but I think like now I want to rewatch Girls and see if I can tell all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to rewatch Girls. This made
But
me
it's
want to
just
watch it
interesting,
again.
like where she's like, we auditioned so many people, and like I didn't know I was like hiring like Nepo people. It wasn't even on my mind. I didn't grow up watching the news, so I didn't even know who Brian Williams was. And it's like, it's a little like, okay, then why did you pick all these? Just so happened to be all the best people for the roles.
Yeah. Well, I actually I didn't know that she was an Nepo baby until
Well,
I
I don't
heard
know if
that.
Lena Dunham is. Oh, you're talking about
Alison
Allison
Williams.
Williams. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well, her dad was like a journalist. I don't know if, and like a news anchor. So Nepo, but not the exact same industry, but he's
And
famous.
Adam Driver wasn't a Nepo baby, hey?
No, No,
No,
he was in the military.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
But like a lot of
But
the really wild, violent things that he did were improvised, which is so scary to be on set with someone
whoa,
and you don't know where they're going to throw a chair.
so unpredictable. But he was just so perfect for the role. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
But it does beg like how much of it was acting, like how much of what we were watching was a genuine reaction of fear or like surprise, you know?
Yeah.
And what's okay? Like where
Where's the
is
line?
yeah, where's the boundary?
Yeah.
Really interesting. I met
I
Adam
do
Driver
find.
once.
Did you?
Yeah, but it was at a memorial, so he was not acting
Oh,
any kind
who
of way.
died?
It's just kind of somber. It was my friend's dad's memorial,
Oh, shit.
and her dad was
How do
like
you
this
reckon they
huge
knew Adam Driver?
play producer,
Oh, oh, whoa.
so he knew a lot of actors.
Was there anyone else there?
Yeah, like Edward Norton, Maggie
Oh,
Gyllenhaal. It was crazy. I was in college.
whoa. It's so, like, did you get a pic?
I mean, it would have been a little inappropriate.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Can I get a selfie?
No, it was actually really sad.
Oh,
But
I'm
yeah, really
sorry.
crazy place to. Yep. Anyway, how far are you in Lena's book?
Like chapter 3.
Okay. Yeah, and she's talking all about her relationship with Jack Antonoff and like all the different apartments she lived in. I'm just like, she was like a property owner in her mid-20s. I feel so
So
behind in
jealous.
life when I
Yeah.
listen to books like this. But she acknowledges that like how uncommon it is to like get that at that age and
Yeah,
stuff.
you cannot compare your career to Lena Dunham. I feel like the more common like stories that we hear are like women not getting famous until their 40s or 50s.
And I'm gonna hold on to that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that her relationship with Jack Antonoff was like pretty problematic.
Haven't gotten to the
Was
bad
it?
stuff yet. I'm really curious.
Oh, okay. All
Right
right,
now we're just
cool.
at
Well, you
the
have to update me next
good part of
week.
the relationship. I will. We'll keep talking about it. You'll catch up. In other news, I saw Devil Wears Prada too. Did you?
Me too.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
It was so
We saw it with our neighbors and we left the theater and we were like, well, I had high hopes because the reviews were good and I was trying not to look too much up
same.
because I was like, I still want there to be some surprise. I honestly thought that it was gonna be like too after school special, like, oh, this is what fashion standards are like now and like body positivity and like I thought the whole thing was going to be about like inclusion and the change of the fashion industry. And I almost wish that it had been that instead of whatever I did watch because those scenes were kind of funny in the boardroom when Miranda was kind of having a hard time with that kind of stuff. But that part was so small. And then there were so many famous people in it that were barely in it.
Yeah.
Like
And I
Pauline
feel like that was
Chalamet
just,
had like one line,
yeah, and like the girls from
and
Giggly Squad were
Caleb
in it.
Heron could have had a way bigger part. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying the girls from Giggly Squad were in it, but just in the background. I feel like it
Oh
was
my
too
God,
like they
yeah.
just wanted,
Blink and you would have missed them.
yeah. Oh yeah, it was like I was like it finished, and I was like, so wait, what was the story? Like I was so confused. I
Yes,
was
same.
like,
I felt like
and
they were trying to do way too much. If they had just picked a simple story.
and I don't know whether you've seen like the side by side of like the movie in 2006, which is crazy that it was 20 years ago, and like the shots from the latest one.
You mean about the
And
lighting?
the lighting.
But that's like everything now. It's just like the aesthetic
But
now.
why?
I
I
don't
don't like
know.
I would so
It's
much
weird because
rather
like
see
Ultimatum is really high contrast. If you look at a lot of the scenes, not so much the apartment scenes, but like any nighttime scene, it's like very
yeah.
saturated and very high
So such
contrast.
a yeah.
But that's not the norm. It's like I feel like most of newer stuff, I mean, especially like scripted,
So
but also reality stuff is
listeners,
like
we're actually talking about like the lighting from 2026 is like so bright and like
they
grainy
can do
but
whatever they want with
saturated.
it.
Yeah, but
They
then
could make it
the
look like what
2026
it looked
one
like
is
in
like
2006 if they
it's
wanted
like
to.
Batman. It looks like Batman vibes. Like it's so dark, grey,
Yeah,
dreary, and it's just like it's so boring. All of the, especially for a fashion movie, you want to see the
I
colors
know.
of like dresses and outfits and whatever.
It's like a
But
washed up
yeah,
look.
but like bring it back. I reckon it'd be so popular.
I really loved Miranda's outfit though at that one dinner. It was like a black, looked like sequin, something with like color spots on it. It was so
Yes,
good.
that's yeah, you're That's
Hmm?
on brand for you.
What was that?
Black sequins.
All of my favorite things. Sparkles, black, metallics. Well, disappointing. I mean, it still scratched that itch. It was like fun to see the characters again. I felt like Stanley Tucci was like slurring or like talking. His mouth looked weird.
Really?
You didn't notice that?
No, I wasn't really concentrating.
I hope everything's okay with him. And somehow Meryl Streep
No.
doesn't look any older than she did in the first
What?
movie. But she
I
also doesn't
know,
look like
but
she's had a lot of work done.
yeah, it's crazy. 20 years, and especially at that age, like your age declines so much faster than like 20 to 40, like 40 to 60, you go downhill so much quicker.
Wow. Do you think it's because
And
they made her look older in the first movie than she actually was?
mm,
Or
I don't
like gave her an
know.
older vibe?
Maybe she just has like lots of lasers or something. But
Oh,
what I didn't think like vibe like I didn't understand in the movie, you know how she was like trying to like Miranda was trying to get this job, right?
yeah.
Like the boss of the umbrella of Vogue or whatever it was,
Hmm.
Runway. But I was like, you look so old. You look like 70. Like you've got to like hang it up. You know what I mean? I
You
was like,
thought it
why
should
do
go
you
to
want a
someone younger?
brand new job? Why do you want a brand new job? This is going to be massive for you. Like, she looks so old. You know what I mean?
No, because if it was a man, he'd be trying to get that job at that age.
Oh, yeah. I guess so.
So you're just
But I still would be
anti-feminist.
like to the man, I'd still be like, you need to retire.
Retire. That was her whole thing, though. She was like, I can't stop working. I love working.
Yeah.
I just felt like it was too confusing, and BJ Novak was really bad in it.
Why was he cast?
Literally, like,
Why was he cast? That was like so weird. He's so bad.
yeah.
Because
Can
like,
he
doesn't he
act?
like
I don't know.
writing?
Like
Yeah,
outside of,
that's it.
I don't,
He's just a good writer. I don't
yeah.
understand. Like,
And then the love interest, that guy, I love his show, Colin from Accounts. It's so funny. We've
oh
talked about it. You
yeah,
told me to watch it.
yeah,
But they had no chemistry. And like, what was
no
the point of that
chemistry.
romance? Just to show
I
that
was like,
just to add in a little romance. We knew nothing about him and nothing about them
yeah,
and nothing about their relationship. There was no like personal life. Whereas like the first one was all about how like work was taking away from her personal life.
yeah. It made no sense. And like
And
every time they kissed, I was like, oh my God,
ugh,
this is so cringe.
every
I feel
time he
sorry for you guys.
told like a little joke and she would like cackle, I was like, what?
Oh my God, I know.
This is my impression of her laughing at something that's not funny. With like a hand on his arm.
Oh my God, I know. At the restaurant, I was like,
Yeah,
oh, this is so cringe.
it was so bad. And the best part of the first movie, because I just rewatched it, is the montage. We probably should have told people to skip this if they haven't seen the movie yet. Well, too late. Sorry, guys. The montage of when she's like getting good at her job and you see her in all the different outfits as she's like making her way to work. And it's just like every time like something crosses in front of her, she's in a new outfit because it's a different day. And they try to do the same thing, but with like her looking at news articles and it did not work. And I was like, you should have just left this out entirely.
Yeah.
I guess like the first one was about fashion and the second one is about journalism, but in a way, it wasn't even about that. It felt like it wasn't about anything.
Honestly, from the opening scene where like they're getting an award and she like her name is called, but they all get this text message at the same
Right.
time to say that,
You said you knew it was going to be bad at that point.
and then she makes this big speech, and I was just like, she was like, journalism is important. It's like, oh my God. Anyway,
Well, I hope they make another. They won't. And Miranda's kids weren't even in it.
oh yeah. It just like it made me think like you kind of do need a TV series to really get in the thick of things because it was just too
Yeah, there's
surface
like
level
a
and I
lot I
didn't
wanted to know.
understand. There was no
Yeah.
character development. Like it was just yeah, like the romance was really terribly added in.
Like we didn't need that if that's the way they were going to approach it. We could have just, anyway.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, like, well, I love like Princess Diaries and
Me
a
too.
lot of Anne Hathaway's movies.
Me
She
too.
does kind of play the same character and everything. And it probably is just kind of like who she is,
Yeah.
which I don't mind.
Yeah.
But she looks really good. Like, I feel like she's aged well.
Yeah.
And Emily Blunt. I mean, they both have all the money in the world to get whatever work done.
I I think Emily Blunt's character was my favorite.
Yeah,
She's the funniest.
she is iconic. Yeah, Emily Blunt's character is my favorite too. I was watching this new docu-series. I can't remember what it's something like Should I Date a Murderer? Have you seen
Oh,
it?
it's up on my Netflix.
Okay, this is going to be a big spoiler, but I won't tell the whole
Fast
story.
forward, everyone.
Long story short, her boyfriend obviously is a murderer. He like left somebody on the side of the road to die. And
We need context. What do you mean you left
well,
someone
should
on
I
the road?
spoil the whole thing? Because it's like obviously you
Yes.
can tell by the title that like her boyfriend is a murderer. Okay, so
Yeah.
the boyfriend, if fast forward if you don't want to hear this, the boyfriend, um, he hit somebody. This isn't funny, but there's a part of it that kind of is. But he hits a cyclist and he's with other people in the car and they pull over, see he's still alive. So they like hide him from the side of the road, end up going back home, changing clothes, getting a different vehicle, and then driving back, getting him, and then like taking him back. And then the next morning, once he was dead, they drove him out somewhere and buried him, something like that. But like the original story that she was told, which she's told the story after they've already been together and they're about to get married. And he says, by the way, like I hit somebody and he died and I buried him. But she didn't know the full story of like he was left when they could have called for help and potentially saved his life, you know?
Yeah.
Like if that's not
Oh
bad
my
enough that he
God.
buried a guy. So anyway, she ends up eventually telling the police, but then the police arrest him, but then don't have enough evidence, so they let him out, and then he starts suspecting her, so then she's just trying to like act like she has no idea, and so she ends up like kind of getting back together with him. Like I think she was mentally not well because of the stress of like trying not to be found out by him and then playing into it too much, and then she got back together with him, moved back in with him or something. And meanwhile, while all of this is happening, while the police are in contact with her, while she's like going out on her own trying to look for the bike so that there'll be more evidence and trying to find, she like went to try and figure out where the body was buried and all this stuff. She's meanwhile like posting all of her Snapchat about like how she's going through stuff and doesn't know what to do or whatever. But, and they're showing this and all the Snapchat, she has like all these filters over her face because it's like in 20 whatever when like people were using those filters all the time.
Oh my God.
It's not
Oh my
funny, but it like
God.
kind of is. And she's like posting them like in the car with like filters over their face as she's like, what do I do? Like about my boyfriend who's a murderer. It's just kind of
She's
funny.
posting that to Snapchat.
Not the part like not saying like what do I do about him, but like in her trying to like be undercover in a way.
Oh my God. So then what ends up happening?
I forget. I don't know if I even finished it, but I'm sure he ended up in jail because she's the only one in the documentary.
Oh my God.
But it's kind of a crazy story because
That's
like
nuts.
what would you do? You're about to get married and your boyfriend's like, I need to tell you that one time I hit someone. I mean, I guess I would probably be like, we need to go to the police.
Yeah, but also like I feel like you would know. You would know if your guy is not a good guy.
But if it, the original story she was told was that it was dark out, he accidentally hit this cyclist, didn't know what to do, and
Yeah,
buried
but like
him.
for someone to be able to do what
To
he
bury a
did,
body, that's true. I couldn't do
yeah, like
that.
yeah, exactly. Like you have to be some kind of person and you can tell. You can't like tell, be like, oh, this person could bury a body. But like I feel like that there are tells, you know what I
Sometimes
mean?
people surprise you. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I like to think I'm a really good judge of character, but I've certainly been surprised by people in the past.
Yeah, true. Have we spoken about the Mariah Wilson thing? Documentary?
I don't think so.
The
What's that one?
cyclist?
What is it called?
Oh, what the hell? Really? We haven't spoken about it. Mariah Wilson? She
What's
was
the
this
documentary?
cyclist.
Oh, yes.
It's
Yeah, we
on,
did talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
this.
Okay, okay, yeah, cool.
The Dartmouth girl.
I think so.
She was at Dartmouth at the same time as my friend, one of my best
Really?
friends from high school. Yeah,
Oh my God, that's so
they were
sad.
in the same sorority.
So
Really
messed
messed up.
up. Have you heard about, oh wait, have you watched the latest episode of Widow's Bay?
Yes, but it wasn't that funny.
No, it's more horror-y.
Yeah, what the hell? And I also was like, oh, it's gonna be that woman that he picked up in the car. But then he started to think that,
Yes.
and then it wasn't. Or was it? I don't know what's going on.
But I did think that it's funny that like the way that skip this if you haven't watched it, the way that one of the what's her name, the old hag kills people is by sitting on their
Yeah,
face.
there's elements that are like funny.
It
And
was
like when
like
she's getting back in the cab and she's like, well, that was humiliating. Like there's little things, but it wasn't as funny as the other episodes.
no. But I feel like as it gets scarier, it's going to be harder to be funny.
I don't know. I think they can do it because it
Okay.
was scary at the beginning.
I think there's only 6 episodes or something.
Oh,
I'm
but
gonna
also
be
like so many
sad.
opportunities, like when they were sitting in, when he was driving her in the car, that could have been a
Yeah.
funny scene, you know? Like they could,
Yeah.
that when he's talking about why he does this, the mayor, the swim every year, that could have been a little bit funnier.
Yeah,
I just
true.
like when they add in like really funny lines.
Yeah.
I still can't get over the, like when he was boarding up the,
The door.
yeah, and just the last part of that scene, the last shot is just the innkeeper opening the door because the board wasn't even nailed to the other side of the door frame. I need more of that. Did you start Margot's Got Money Troubles?
No. Is it good?
I told you to watch it.
I know, but do you know how hard it is to get Josh to watch something? And then I never have the TV by myself.
Okay, fine. But I am liking that because it's just like about,
OnlyFans, right?
yeah, and like what you would do as a parent. I honestly don't know how I would feel as a parent.
I think I would feel
I know the right
okay.
answer is that like you should
If
be
they were
okay with.
making a lot of money, I would approve.
Right. I think the
If
things I
that,
would think about are like the fact that when her kid grows up, like, or like if it was my kid and my kid had a kid, it's like your kid's friends can probably find some of this content if you care, you know, when they get older.
yeah,
But like,
true.
I would hope that society would change enough by then, or like, I don't know. That would be something I'd think about. And also, like, I don't know, I think about choices that I made before my brain was fully developed.
How old is
But you
she?
have to make
Yeah,
your own mistakes. She's supposed to be, she was in college, so like 20.
I know it's hard. I mean, if it's something that they really want to do, then I can't say no.
Yeah, if your kid's like, this is my dream, please. I guess if my kid's feeling like empowered and nothing else and not like exploited, then it's
Yeah.
tough. Because it's not like it's looked down upon for people to like show nudity on TV shows and movies,
Yeah, so
is
why
it?
not just make some money off it?
Right. There's definitely a stigma that there shouldn't be.
Yeah, I think it's fine actually. I think it's
Yeah. So glad we came to a consensus
our
for the kids we're
non-existent
never having.
kids that
Yeah.
we're never having.
What was, what did you want to say about Alpine divorce?
Oh yeah, have you heard about it?
No.
Apparently it's this new thing where like I don't know if you've seen like some of the stories, but like couples going on big hikes and I mean there's been a few of like the husband murdering or like attempting to murder
I
the
saw one of these on like
yes.
TikTok.
Yes. So there was one where like he was like very experienced hiker and they went out for this hike and it started snowing or something and they were on top of a mountain and so they had to like they couldn't get back in time for sunset. So they like pitched a tent and were like in the tent and the guy was like, I'm gonna go. They were there for hours or something, and it was getting really cold. And he's like, I'm gonna go back and try and get help. And then so he left her and she ended up dying.
And it was on
But it
purpose.
was like, I'm pretty sure he like planned it. And then there was like this other,
And he can't even be charged because he's like, oh, I went to go get
oh,
help.
he
Oh,
is being charged. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he was found guilty because there was like more evidence. Like he didn't send for help immediately.
like the evidence being that he didn't actually go look for help. He just left.
Yeah, he just left. But then, like, there was another guy that, yeah, they went for a big hike in Hawaii or something. And then he ended up, like, they got into a fight and he ended up, like, getting a rock and, like, smashing her head. And she died, obviously. And then there was this other girl and she was just talking about, like, how they went for this, like, 8 hour long hike. And, like, 4 hours in, they got into an argument and he like walked off without her, like walked back to the car, and she was like, didn't know where she was, like, freaked out a little bit. And when she got back to the car, he was just waiting at the car and he was like, I'm sorry, like blah, blah, blah. But like you're crying, I knew that you were okay because I could hear you crying. And she was just like, apparently it's like more, it's getting more and more common, like people going for hikes and then like men like leaving their partners or whatever. And then the partners like realizing like, well, if you can do that to me, then like it completely changes the
Yeah.
relationship. Yeah.
You're willing to let me
So they were
die.
calling it an alpine divorce.
Wow.
Yeah.
It
So it's
really
like it's
makes you
got a
think
name
about,
now.
I mean, it's not the same situation, but my favorite movie, Force Majeure,
What
which
is that
is,
about?
I'm sure I've talked about it, but it's like where there's a family on a ski vacation and they see the snow coming and they think they're about to all be killed by an avalanche, basically. They're like sitting at the cafe and it's happening kind of in slow motion. And the dad of the family immediately just books it inside and leaves the mom with the kids. But then it turns out to not be an avalanche and it's just like the avalanche aftershock or something. So it's just like a light dusting.
Oh my God.
And so they were all completely fine. But now they knew what the dad would do in a life or death situation.
Totally.
And the
That's
whole
it.
rest
That's
of the movie is
divorce.
kind of where you go
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah, totally.
But it's similar. It's like, oh, you were totally fine letting me. Isn't that new movie about that? The Over Your Dead Body. It's like Jason Segel and Samara Weaving.
Is it? I really want to see it.
Yeah. Is she like really popular in Australia? Because she's Australian.
Not really,
Okay. So I thought her
but
last
I
name was
love her.
Weaver, not Weaving.
That would suck. Have you seen the movie with her? It's that horror movie.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. They just made a sequel to it. I have not seen it
Yeah.
because that's
It's so good.
really
Yes, so surprisingly. Like I was
sometimes
so entertained
chase
the whole
movies like
time.
that
I
are just
loved
stressful
it.
for me,
Oh, okay, then maybe yeah, you won't like
but
it.
I'll watch it maybe.
I loved it.
Okay.
Like it's
The
one of
the
my
second one or
fave
the
movies, I
first?
reckon. The first one, I haven't seen the second one.
Oh, how
Is
have you
she
not
in
seen the
it?
second?
Has
Yes.
is she in it? Okay, well I'm definitely gonna see the second one.
She's being hunted again. It's like the same movie, but again. But yeah, that movie that with her and Jason Segel is about he like they're at a cabin or something and he's planning on
Killing
killing
her.
her and dumping her off the boat or something. And she
Oh my
calls him out.
God.
She's like, "You were gonna dump me off the boat, weren't you?" And then I think the whole rest of the movie is them like trying to kill each other or something.
Oh, okay. I want to watch that.
This is crazy that people are fine with murder now. What is happening?
Yeah.
What is happening?
What is wrong with
Tell
the
me,
world?
Frankie, what is happening? Speaking of death, hantavirus. Are people talking about it over there? Is it as big of a deal
No,
over
what the
there?
fuck is that? I've never heard of
Are you
that.
serious? Oh
What
my
is it?
God. So there's one version that's spread through rats, right? That is not then spread human to human, but apparently there's a second version that is spread human to human that still starts from animals or something. Anyway, that one, people on a cruise ship got it, and they're all just out in the world now because they didn't really realize until after the people were released from the cruise ship. So
Are
one
they
guy died,
dying?
his wife
What's going?
died.
Are
Yeah,
you serious? It's that
the flight
deadly.
attendant is it has a 40% mortality rate.
Get out.
Yeah. But apparently you have to have prolonged close contact with somebody in order to contract it. But like I don't know if that means sitting next to somebody on a flight for a few hours or what that means. But the husband and the wife both the husband died I think on the cruise ship or something and the wife flew home. I mean they were both old but still flew home and collapsed in the airport and died or something like that.
What?
And now a
What's it
flight
called?
attendant is being quarantined with symptoms. And there's no treatment, no vaccine yet.
Hunter virus.
My coworker is convinced it's like
What the new?
intentional, that it's like
Honestly, nothing would survive. That nothing would
viral
surprise
warfare or whatever
me.
you call it.
Oh my God. Okay, something else to worry about. Also, I think I'm being bullied.
By whom? Yeah, this is scary and bad, but let's talk about you getting bullied.
Oh, there's this girl at work. She's such a bitch. It's like honestly so embarrassing for her.
What'd you
She
do?
she's horrible to like a lot of people. Anyone who has like started after her, She's horrible too. Anyone who was already working there when she started, she is so nice too.
What?
Yeah. And it's like honestly so embarrassing as well. She to like the male staff and like the wardies and the surgeons, she's just like puts on this like cute voice and she's like,
Ugh,
haha.
no.
Then like she turns around and looks at you and is like, take this trolley out. Like
She
she's
barks.
like, yeah, she's like, it's so embarrassing. She like rolls her eyes and like she's so
How
nasty
old is
and
she?
she's like my age, but like so ugly, which is like, oh, like it always stems. I don't care. I hate her.
If she was really nice, you probably wouldn't think she was ugly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it always stems from like being insecure. But like she was floor coordinator the other day, and which just means you're like arranging everyone in the theaters. You know, if there's issues with anything, you're kind of like sorting it out. Like staffing wise, you're making sure everyone's getting tea breaks and lunch breaks and everything. And I had a late shift with her from 1 till 9:30. And so like once you finish your shifts, like at 9:30, everyone will kind of walk down to their car park to the car park together because it's nighttime. And she was the floor coordinator, obviously. There was only six of us left on the floor. And three of us were going to one car park, three of us were going to another car park, and she was going to my car park with another girl. And she just got dressed really quickly with this other girl and was just like, okay, quick, let's go. So they left me in the change room. And then one of the other nurses was like, Frankie, they left you. And I was like, yeah, like, are you surprised? And I just like walked out.
What
But
the
it was just
hell?
like, I know,
Are you going to
so
say anything about
rude.
it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to speak to management about it next week. But like, she's horrible to so many other nurses. Like the girl, like my work wife, she's horrible to her as well. And she said, like, literally the day after, uh, my friend had to work with this girl, and she said that she's going to go to management and say, "Do not put me in a theater with this girl ever again." Like, she's so horrible.
And you should just say the same thing.
Yeah.
If enough people can't work with her, then like maybe she'll be forced to change.
Yeah,
You should
apparently there's
tell on
been
her.
hate.
Everybody should be tattletelling.
Yeah.
This is a pro snitch community.
Absolutely. She needs to go. She's such a loser.
I hate that. Oh, I hate dealing with personalities like that where like you, especially when they're doing things that are like just passive aggressive enough to like not really be able to call out.
Yeah, it's girl bullying. It's girl bullying. And she does this thing where she like hums, like she's like really high pitch hum, like she'll be like walking down the aisle getting stuff and being like
And it
it's
drives you
so
crazy.
creepy. No, but it's so creepy because it's like so false. Like she's not actually happy. She's just like ready to like fight someone. And it really reminds me of like, you know, Kill Bill. You know how she whistles before she kills someone?
You're turning this nurse into like night bitch or what is that movie with the nurse where she's like killing patients? She's walking around humming.
No, the thing is she's lovely to patients. It's like it's so
That's even
it's
scarier.
yeah.
It's like personalities that are like, this is not quite the same, but I feel like I can psychoanalyze. You don't watch The Valley, do you?
No.
Okay, there's a character named Janet, and everybody's mad at her right now because she will like she just gossips so much and is always trying to like record and have the tea and like screenshot things and send them to people. But it's in a way where like I think it truly comes from a place of not wanting to be excluded and like wanting to be a part of the group. And like in high school, it's like, that's how you can get an in by like gossiping or whatever. But it's like as an adult, it's not cute to like, it's like sad and kind of pathetic where it's like she thinks she's calling out bad behavior, but she knows deep down she's just looking for acceptance, you know? And I feel like I can see all of that
Yeah.
because she like started as like a fan of like the show, I'm pretty sure. And that's how she got
Got
in
on
with this
it.
group and started like being a part of whatever and then got on the Valley. And I mean, maybe I'm totally off base, but that's just like the vibe I get from her. That like
That's
maybe in high school
crazy.
she was
Yeah.
excluded. And I get this
Yes.
vibe from like someone else I know in my personal life where like they've even tried, she's even tried to like kind of like say things about her high school experience that I just know probably weren't true.
Oh my God.
But who knows? I just feel like sometimes insecurities are really like painfully obvious.
Yeah. And also so powerful. They make you do crazy
Yeah,
things. But it like kind of makes you like more empathetic to people
totally. That's what I mean
if you
too,
can
though. I'm
actually
like,
like
yeah, I'm
put it
like,
down to something.
yeah, I'm like, I know why you're doing that, which just makes me sad and then makes me excuse your poor behavior even when you're being an asshole to me.
Yeah.
So it's kind of dangerous. Like I don't want to say too much, but like I know one person who like I'm so used to it and I can see where things come from, so I don't it doesn't even faze me at this point when those comments are made. But if I'm around somebody else who witnesses the comment, it's like all they can talk about. And I'm like, yeah, that's just like how that person is.
Oh my God. I feel like you've got Stockholm syndrome.
You feel like I've got what?
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, in a way I do. How do you feel about like, I'm gonna leave it as a hypothetical because I don't want anyone to think it's about them. And maybe it's not really about anyone, but like if you're friends with someone, if you have a mutual friend with someone who is treating your friend badly, but not treating you badly, are you going to continue to hang out with that person as if nothing's changed? Or are you going to like call it out and like try and address it?
Interesting. Well, I don't have a friend group, so I can't
Right, me neither. So it's tough.
really.
Yeah. But imagine you did. Let's say we had one other friend. Again, really hard to imagine because we don't. Um, but let's say we did, and our mutual friend was being shitty to me, but not being shitty to you. Are you gonna like change your relationship with that friend or like talk to that friend, or are you just gonna go on like
I would
normal?
talk to them.
So would I.
Yeah.
But some people I feel like don't.
Yeah. I feel like it really matters like what kind of person you are because I'm like
Yeah.
super loyal and also I cannot stand being around people that are mean.
Yeah.
So I would have to call it out.
And I
Or
am
like I
bad
would
at
just
holding my
cut them out of
tongue.
my life.
Yeah. I always have to say what I'm thinking, or like a lot of times. I'm working on that though.
No, I think that's healthy.
People are being so mean to me on the internet right now because
What?
so my friend
Are you
Catherine
serious?
posted like because she has this dating show and I was one of the guests on it, and so she's been posting our clips from our episode, and in one I tell the most embarrassing story that I have about myself, bearing myself to the internet for
What's the
for the
story?
masses to enjoy. You know, it's like a sacrifice that I'm making for other people to
Yes.
enjoy.
Yeah.
And people are being mean to me about it.
Are you
I
serious?
tell them the story about, I don't know if I ever told you about how I went on a date with a 42-year-old.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when I was like newly single and had just moved to LA, freshly 26, was like just trying to have fun and was like in a bad mental way because I had just gone through a breakup. I was trying to heal and I was like trying to have fun. And also, there's more to the story than what I told, but like it was when I got mugged, the date was the next day and I still went. And I tell the story because it's funny and chaotic and like can't believe she did that. And I don't mind people poking fun at those things because obviously it's crazy that I went with a black guy to a bar
A first
and
date.
whatever. But it's like I feel like some people are just straight up being mean and it's hurting my feelings.
What are they saying?
I can't remember like the meanest one, but like I am totally down for people being like girl, get it together and like red flag behavior. Like I'm fine with all those ones, but like someone was like, oh, what did they say? That was so mean. Well, one person posted on, I don't know if it was that video or a different one, saying, is this making me like Bridget?
Oh,
And I'm like, why didn't you before? And then another person on a different video commented, wasn't a fan of her on the show, but she's cute. And it's like, you didn't need to comment that. And I'm going to choose to just read the but she's cute part and ignore the rest.
Bridget, is that the worst that you're
No, I'm
getting?
trying to
Because
remember the wording of what the bad one was, but I buried it. I blocked it out of my memory. I'm sure I could find it in a second. Give me just 1 sec and I'll go look. Oh, this one person just commented something so nice. Finally, they said something about, because the truth is that I literally, like, I was in shock. Like, I barely remember anything from that weekend because I was violently mugged. by 5
Yes.
people a block
Yeah.
from where I lived. And I was like so deprived of queer people. Like I hadn't so much as seen another queer person since I moved to California because I moved to Venice, not by choice. That was where my roommate wanted to move to. And so I was like, I'm not gonna miss out on finally getting to like see a queer person all because something bad happened. I'm not gonna let this like derail something I was looking forward to, you know? That was my thinking.
Yeah.
And I was
Which
also not really thinking everything through. But people just were saying things like, I'll cut this long pause. Like someone being like, wow, like seems like a lot of drama. Like she seems like a lot of drama or something. And then people saying like,
people are losers. No, but honestly, do you know anyone that comments on anything? Do you comment on things?
no, that's the thing. Like I almost never comment. If it's a friend and I'm trying to be supportive, I like build up the courage to just write like a flame or like,
Yeah. But like,
nice.
would you ever comment on like things like posts, random posts on people that you don't know?
No, I wouldn't.
Do you
And
know
that's the
people
thing.
who
That's what I
do?
had to tell myself when the show first came out. I had to like, not that I was getting like a slew of bad comments because again, I didn't really do anything on the show. I was mostly not in the show. So I wasn't getting a ton of hate comments, but everybody got at least one comment that they didn't like, you know? And
Yeah.
I would just have to tell myself, like, what loser is commenting this? Someone made an entire
Yes.
TikTok to tell me that I should have worn my hair differently. Like, can you imagine going to your TikTok, filming an entire video to talk badly about a stranger you don't know's hair? And you think you have the right to do that because that person decided to go on a reality show?
It's unbelievable. But I feel like no one that I know comments on things. So it's kind of like reassuring because it's just like, who are these
Yeah,
people?
it's true.
Who the
It's not
fuck
any
are these
opinion I should
losers
care
sitting in their
about.
apartments like keyboard warriors? Like, you're a loser. Like, clearly you don't have any friends.
Yeah.
Not like me, not like us.
You've got so many. They're all right here in the room right now.
With us.
Anyway, I guess they weren't that bad, but I was a little bit just like, more people should be understanding of the fact that I was going through it
Yeah,
and
they're just
maybe not
losers.
totally mentally there. Anyway, but it was just like the funniest situation that I've probably ever been in as far as a date. I think part of
It's
me when I went knew it would at least be a good story.
story. Yeah.
But I was also just excited to like get the fuck out of the West Side, go to Silver Lake, like, you know.
What ended up happening in the end?
It was horrible. I was like, she was very much looking for like something serious with someone in their 20s as somebody in her 40s.
Why?
And I like, we were kind of like fighting the whole day because I was like, why do you want to talk about my ex? Why do you want to like ask all these serious questions? Like, can't we just have fun and like have normal conversations that aren't about like why my relationship ended? I'm like, I shouldn't be hearing details about your why your engagement got broken off and how you share your dog with your ex-fiance and the last time you saw her, blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't need to. That's way too much for a first date.
Whoa. Was she rich?
No, I mean, I don't really know what her financials were like. She bought my drinks,
Yeah.
but would have been weird if I did, you know. Again, 26.
Okay, so you're flying to Seattle tomorrow
Yeah, for 24 hours to do
for a
Catherine's
show.
live show. And then I leave for my vacation next week. I'm so excited.
Oh my
What's
God,
new with
I'm
you?
so
What are you
jealous.
doing? What's
Nothing. I just told you I'm just being bullied. But the wedding is this week.
Oh God.
You'll
Have you
have to
written your
come to this.
speech?
Josh is writing it for me.
Do you think any of them have listened to this podcast and heard what you have to say about any of
I
them?
don't know. I think probably that's why we got the 1-star review.
Oh yeah. What'd you
Oh, I'm
say,
gonna
Jo
be...
but Josh is coming or what?
No,
Josh is
Josh is
writing your speech
writing
for you.
my speech, yeah. So I can update you on
Do
the
you have to
wedding
like
next
walk in
week.
with one of the groomsmen
No, I have
like
to
down
walk
the
down the
aisle?
fucking aisle by myself.
Why by
I'm pretty sure I'm
yourself?
the first one because that's what happens.
I thought you walk with one of the groom's guys.
No, because they're already up there.
Oh, what am I thinking of?
We walk out with one of the groom's
Oh, so do
guys.
you have to do that?
Yeah.
Do you know
But
who?
like, I don't care about that part. I have to walk, I'll be the first person walking down the
Well,
aisle.
don't go too fast.
Which is so fucked because the reason that I don't want to get married is because I don't want to walk down the aisle. That is literally the reason why I
Well,
don't want to get
now you'll
married.
have no reason because you've already done it. You'll
Oh my
see it's
God,
not so
it's just
bad.
crazy.
Don't trip. Don't walk too fast.
I'm gonna be sprinting up there. I don't know, like, what should I do? How do I do my face? Like, am I smiling or am I
Don't do
like?
that plastered on smile that we make fun of. Where they're like,
I think I might.
I think you'll kind of be laughing because you'll be kind of
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
I'll be so uncomfy.
I think you'll be serious and then you'll like laugh a little and then you'll see Josh and you'll be like,
I think I'm just gonna stare at Josh the whole time.
yeah, that'll look good.
Like,
You should just do it, be yourself, tell some jokes. You should walk all the way up to the groom. Be like, just kidding. I
like hold his
do.
hold his hands.
Well, you'll do it and then hopefully the party doesn't drag on and you can leave whenever.
I know.
Did the grooms do like a
After,
bachelor party already?
they must have. But
Okay.
like, do you reckon it's appropriate? So I have to get there at 5:30 a.m. for my
Why?
makeup.
Oh my
That's that's
God, that's
that's
crazy.
the no that's normal.
I fully
Isn't that
believe that my
wild?
friends who've gotten married and had bridal parties, which is one friend, didn't ask me to be in the bridal party because she didn't think I'd want to wear the dress or do the makeup part. And she was right.
That's so
I
nice.
know.
You guys are true friends.
Yes. I was like, oh, good, you know me.
Oh, you're so lucky. Do you think it's appropriate for me to nap during the day? Because like, how am I meant to make it to like 11 p.m. if I'm up at 5 a.m.?
I mean, do they have things planned for you to do all day?
No, it's just like your hair and makeup. But like the
So
makeup
you're gonna
starts at
nap in your hair and
5:30.
makeup
Yeah,
as long as you think you can
just
do
like
that.
on the bed like a mummy.
I think that's fine. I would not be mad at any of my friends, but I would also never make them get up at 5:30 a.m.
Yeah. And she lives like 45 minutes from here, so I'm gonna have to wake up at like 3:30.
And then you have to be up until what, like midnight?
Yeah.
Probably later than that.
Yeah. Well, no, no, don't be silly.
That's wild. I'm confused because, like, what is the bridal showers? There's a bridal shower because my friend's getting married, and there's a bridal shower, bachelorette party, engagement party, the wedding. How many
Yeah.
parties are we having?
I know. This is what I've been saying. We get it. You love each other.
I don't think that's what it's about.
Exactly.
Not to be the person who's like, well, if you are only want to get married for the big party, then you're not getting married for the right reasons. Because, like, I'm sorry, but like, what is getting a piece of paper doing? I want the party. If I'm agreeing to do marriage, then I get the party.
Yeah, but you get one party.
Yes, just the one. Well, the thing is, I
That's
want just like
it.
one weekend, my closest friends in a big house. We all fuck around together. There's like one more official thing, but like we just have the whole weekend there together to do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah. Yes, that's perfect.
Extended
I'll
family
see you
for the
there.
wedding day only.
Yeah. Yep. I'll see you there.
Done. Yeah. 10 people. No, it'll end up having to be too many. Did you watch the Met Gala?
Oh, yeah. Someone showed me some pics. My standouts were Kendall Jenner, incredible, and Emma Chamberlain. What were your
Emma's was
faves?
good. Kendall's was what? Just the one with the like boob out?
Yeah, but she looked incredible. She looked so stunning.
Do you think that she and Kylie wore those dresses kind of as like an ode to Skims? Like, was it about
Maybe, but
shapewear? I don't really get
no,
it.
they're like statues. You know,
Oh,
like yeah, you know those famous statues, how they do
yeah,
have their boobs out.
that
Yeah,
makes more sense.
yeah.
Um, what about Heidi Klum?
Oh, man.
That was insane. Really
Crazy.
impressive.
Yeah, she goes so hard.
Yeah. Okay, well, I feel like we've talked about enough.
Me
My
too.
back hurts and I need to lie down
Yeah, I'm
and
so
finish packing.
hungry.
No, it's fine. I just have perpetual back problems because I don't have enough upper body strength, I guess.
Oh
Um,
God.
well, until next week, I need you to read Lena's book or listen a little faster
Oh,
so
I
we can
will.
talk. Um, just anytime you have a moment, put it
I'll
on.
put it on
Even when you're in
now.
surgery, just pop an AirPod
I'm
in. Is that
like putting
allowed?
it on. Feel like, sorry, what was that? Oh yeah, scalpel.
Every time the surgeon needs you. What was that?
I like roll my eyes. I'm like,
Again? Write it down. How about? How about write it down?
okay. All
All
right.
right.
Well, I'll talk to you next week. Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your show. Can't
Thanks.
wait to see and
Good
hear
luck with your
about it.
bully. Hope she eats it.
Thanks.
All right. Well, until next week. Bye, guys.
Bye. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on things.
And please, we want to hear from you. So head to speakpipe.com/allofmyfriend to ask our advice. We can't wait to hear from you. Bye.